MorningStar Senior Living is impacting the world for good in so many ways. From the very beginning of our company, it has been a part of our heart to give back. And that started with my dad's heart to give back and to give back to those in need around the world.
We created the MorningStar Foundation primarily because we know that MorningStar Senior Living is designed around a greater purpose to serve others. We don't want to just look inwardly and look at our successes. We want to take those successes and give them away.
When you walk into each of our communities, you'll see a poster that says, "Love knows no bounds." It's an opportunity for our teams to share that MorningStar supports nonprofit organizations. We provide water for the community, homes for the family, and education for the child. And we do that through supporting multiple different organizations.
It is an absolute honor and privilege to be able to support organizations providing safe water access to remote regions of Africa. My dad and I got to visit a village where they were drilling a new water well using the drill rig that MorningStar had helped fundraise for, and the whole village had come out to watch, anxiously waiting to see this water burst out of the ground, something that they've waited their whole lives for, to receive clean, safe water for them and their families.
You cannot even describe the joy and the life and the love that you experience through the kids, through interacting with them. And that is all because of life-saving, life-transforming clean water.
We also support 2 nonprofit organizations in northern Mexico, where our teams have the opportunity to go down and serve alongside one another and build homes in Mexico.
In the spring, we bring our executive directors down after our annual conference, and we get to build 3 homes for 3 families in need. And in the fall, we bring anyone from MorningStar that wants to join, any team member. Some of these families live in a tiny makeshift shelter with scrap materials. A family of 5 is sharing 1 mattress on a dirt ground. We get to build them a new house that they're going to enjoy for the rest of their lives, that they get to raise their children in a safe and clean environment.
So it was well over a dozen years ago when a friend of mine invited me down to Nicaragua to do some service work after a hurricane destroyed the eastern side of Nicaragua. And there I met a man, Pastor Earl and his wife Don Maurice, who were serving upwards around 60 young kids, housing them in a warehouse. They had no funds, they had very little food to feed the kids. And when you come upon a situation like that, God's going to knock on the door of your heart and say, it is time to move, to put your mission into action.
Nicaragua has shaped me into understanding different worldviews, into different hardships, walking alongside those in poverty. I have become so close to so many of the kids that live there in Port, and I understand on a very deep level what education means to them.
Without the support of the MorningStar Foundation, many of these kids would be living on the streets. We get to send funds every month for their tuition, for their meals, for their hygiene kits. We've seen a lot of the kids graduate and go to the university and study to become an engineer, a doctor, a chef. We've seen them come back and now work at the local hospital, open up a clinic, work at the school, and to know that we are helping people break out of that cycle of poverty is so incredible.
When looking at the MorningStar Foundation, as important as our work is internationally, Ken has made it abundantly clear that we have volunteerism with a local nonprofit.
we can empower and we can equip our team members to take their heart of service that they deliver to our residents into the local neighborhoods. They can go right down the road and find someone who needs to be loved.
And how much more beautiful it is when the teams involve residents in those acts of service so that they can go out together and make the world a better place.
The philanthropy at MorningStar is amazing. It offers the opportunity for us to gather and to intertwine who we are outside of work and who we are every day that we show up at MorningStar.
We can't change the whole world, but we can make a difference in a village in Ethiopia. We can make a difference for a child in Nicaragua. We can make a difference for families in Mexico who were previously living on the street.
I always tell people, pick somewhere to serve, whether it's a homeless shelter, maybe it's Children's Hospital, maybe you want to go to Africa or Mexico. You don't have to, but that's just kind of what happens when a mission gets a hold of you. You just go.
Working with MorningStar is an opportunity to truly connect your work with a purpose that is bigger than you. Every day, we get to do things that are bigger than us, and the reach is far and wide and deep.